Let's talk about that. I'm really glad that something I've been saying for a couple of months now is getting more attention. It's not getting more attention from me saying it, to be clear. What I mean is, I'm glad other people are coming to the same conclusion, which is that by all accounts, Republicans should do very well in the upcoming midterms. Now, and we're under 9 months away from the midterms. One of the best chances at Republicans not doing well is the explosion of the internal disagreements and civil war that we're increasingly seeing within the Republican Party, which we have been covering. David Siders and Natalie Allison wrote about this in a piece for Politico called Trump's Circular Firing Squad Threatens Republican Midterm Gains. And this outlines a lot of what we've been saying. And the article says, 9 months before the midterms, nearly everything is falling the Republican Party's way, from Joe Biden's dismal approval ratings to rising gas prices and a seemingly never-ending pandemic. Yet, as the RNC concluded its winter meeting here on Friday, it was censuring two of its own, Representatives Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger, and decrying the House's January 6th Select Committee for what Ronna McDaniel, the RNC chair, called the, quote, persecution of ordinary citizens who engaged in legitimate political discourse that had nothing to do with violence at the Capitol. In a year in which even many Democrats acknowledge the Republicans will likely win the House, and despite Republican lawmakers and strategists pleading with Republicans to keep their focus on pocketbook issues and on Biden, the RNC is still recasting the events of January 6th and chasing down enemies of the defeated former President Donald Trump. They go on to say, for all the energy he creates at the party's grassroots, his stranglehold on the party is emerging as one of the biggest threats to the Republicans' otherwise bright prospects in November. He has singled out 10 House Republicans for extinction. He's attacking Republican governors, backing primary challengers, meddling in Senate races where it may lead to the nomination of flawed candidates ill-suited for a general election. He's fomenting rebellion against the party's Senate leader, Mitch McConnell. And this week in Salt Lake City, it was David Bossie, the former Trump deputy campaign manager, leading the effort to kick Cheney and Kinzinger to the curb. Read the entire article, but it gets to the really key point, which is a sad point. For us, right? I care about the left. The left is really failing right now. It's just really failing in terms of setting itself up to do well 9 months from now in the midterms. Sadly, like it really pains me to admit this, but the person best positioned to save the country from Trumpian insanity is Trump and Trumpists sabotaging their own midterms. It's tragically sad that this is the case for the Democratic Party right now. But with under 9 months to go until the midterms, I'll take any help I can get. And so when we see Trump doing this insane stuff, we see Republicans censuring Adam Kinzinger and Liz Cheney. Last week, I told you that George W. Bush, from another wing of the Republican Party, has donated the maximum allowed by law to both Lisa Murkowski and Liz Cheney, two Republicans that supported the impeachment of Donald Trump. I will take all of it because they're all terrible. Remember, Liz Cheney is not our friend. Liz Cheney, when the rubber met the road, voted with Trump most of the time. So it's all bad. We're maybe, I mean, listen, are we even better off with a non-Trump Republican than a Trump Republican if the non-Trump Republican is slightly less crazy but more likely to get their policies passed? We're poorly off no matter what. So I would love to see the Democratic Party get it together and take advantage of this situation where, for, historically looking, it should not be a great midterm for Democrats, but maybe it could be. This is the biggest gift we could imagine. And so we have to do everything we can to encourage the civil war to continue. We'll have more on this on our Instagram page, which you can find at David Pakman Show.